Welcome back to the Yuckcast. I'm Nick the Bulls fan here with Shake and Bake and Cullenberger, back at it again for episode 17, man. Decided to be casting today. I think it's going to be a really long episode today. Got a lot of great stuff to talk about, so suit in, man. Berg, Bake, what are you guys up to, boys?
Did y'all hear that thunder? It's like pouring outside. Oh my goodness, like a, I don't know, I'm in like a flash flood zone or something.
The fuck you mean we hit a thunder?
You didn't hear that thunder? Oh, I thought you could hear that through the mic. Like, it was echoing through the mic.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's
I
crazy.
thought you were saying that shit like we was, like, neighbors or something. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, you listening to my mic, you get, like, my mic picks up the shit in my room.
Yeah, my bad. I
figured you would have heard it.
Nah, I don't hear goofy-ass thunder.
Oh, like, right as Nick was talking, like, thunder was just, like...
Yeah, we're podcasting right now?
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, we are. I was saying that it's loud outside. It's thundering.
Yo, I got a question for y'all. What kind of apples y'all like? Real talk.
What are the granny ones are good.
You like
those
green
the yellow
apples?
The green ones are good, the yellow ones are good, and the red ones are good. They're all pretty good. The pink delicious are good too. I like those.
Yeah, pink ladies? Pink ladies,
yeah, those are
my
good.
favorite. Those
Is that what they're called? Pink ladies? Yeah, those are good.
I love white women.
What's your favorite apple, though? What kind of apples you like, Berg?
I gotta edit that out. Note to self.
What?
But you don't love white women?
Whoa. Hey, whoa, hold on now.
I love all women, but white women just fit under that category. Like,
bro, you love dudes, first of all. Like, we don't need to do this, but...
No,
like,
I don't. And if I
we don't need to talk about what you were saying before.
But I don't.
I didn't say it was a problem. I just said you love dudes.
You said it like it was an insult, which it's not if I did like dudes.
I was just correcting you. You said you loved all women, and I was just correcting you.
I do.
Like,
I'm a man
no,
of
you don't.
love.
You ain't gonna lie to us.
Back to the topic at hand. What's your favorite apple, Berg?
I got no motherfucking favorite apple. The fuck?
Well, do you like green apples? Do you like red?
I don't have a favorite apple though. I don't.
Man, you're not about to try to pick my favorite. Like
I'm asking, bro. Like I'm curious.
I don't have a favorite, motherfucker.
So you like all? Do you have a favorite fruit?
Do I have a favorite fruit? That's a loaded question, Nick. That's a pretty heavy.
How is it loaded?
Know, right?
My favorite fruit. I used to really like pears, but I haven't eaten pears in like forever. Mangoes are really good.
What about veggies? Y'all have a favorite veggie?
I don't think so. Most of my vegetables I like aren't even vegetables. They're just starches. Like, I mean, I have a favorite starch. I like potatoes.
So but you don't like broccoli or nothing?
Nope. Don't like broccoli.
I love broccoli.
Asparagus is. I guess asparagus is a vegetable. So I guess I'd go with that. But even that I really don't like. Makes your pee smell.
Yo, it really does. It's crazy, Berg.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like that.
Favorite veggie? Yo, I love these hard-hitting hot topics we're starting to cast off with. Favorite vegetable from the Burger Man. This is interesting.
How did we like
interested.
This podcast, man?
This is Nick freestyling the Q&A. He's freestyling the Q&A. Favorite veggie. Baked and potatoes is pretty elite. You can do a lot with potatoes. Breakfast.
Yeah, but potatoes aren't a vegetable though. Technically,
they're not a veggie. What are they?
They're starch. Do you know how many times I've had someone tell me they're a starch, they're not a vegetable?
That's no fucking vegetable. That's a starch. Big right.
Dog. So many people have told me that shit, and I hate it. I consider it a vegetable, but again, starch. So yeah, but potatoes definitely. I like potatoes. They're crazy good. Did y'all see that Twitter post? Like, that's wild. I've never seen that. Like, so in case you didn't see it, some guy apparently at the gym got fouled too hard and called the police. And there's a pretty funny photo of a guy with like double arm sleeves and like 3 other guys talking to the police, I guess mid-basketball game. Can you imagine that? Like, you fouled someone too hard and they got that upset. Like, I've seen people lose their minds before while hooping, but like, never call the cops. What's the craziest thing you've seen someone do? I've seen someone like punch a wall. I've seen that before. Kind of like Andy out of The Office.
I've seen people fight. I've seen people get the strap. Like,
I've seen little scraps. I've never seen anything like serious
the strap. Not a scrap. The strap.
Oh, you've seen the strap. Oh,
Shake,
oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, tell us about that then. I've never experienced that.
Things get heated and you go get your gun. That's pretty much it.
You act like everyone has a gun, Berg.
How does that end though? Does someone actually get shot?
Everybody leaves. Somebody tries to de-escalate it.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I mean, you never know. There was that one movie where that dude actually gets shot.
Escalate though. It's like, oh, he's getting the strap. Time to go.
Damn, that's crazy. I've never been there. I've never had that feeling, but
as a proud NRA member, I'm shocked you've never experienced that.
I have. I have never experienced that. I don't know what you just said, but I am not in the NRA. Is that what you said to me? What? But
What?
I don't know what you said. But once again,
Wait,
I've
you
had a
got
guy.
a big ass house and no guns in there, babe?
What'd you say?
You don't have any guns in your house to protect you?
I do not own a gun. That is correct. Eventually, I might buy one, but
What's gonna protect your house if somebody break in? Your cat?
man, I got a mean hammer. Boy. Like, this shit's like stainless steel. Bro, have you ever seen a hammer?
I like that.
You ever seen a hammer hit someone? I've seen it in movies and TV shows. Boy.
Now, Bake's small though,
no.
so he's nimble. So if somebody break in, Bake can like sneak up on them and like crush their skull.
Bake gonna be
a hammer to the head.
Your bag, okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. A hammer to the head, like you're done. Like that ends.
A gun to the head, you're done. Like a knife to the
gun's
throat,
not that simple
you're done.
though. Like you don't even know how to use a gun. So how are you saying that? Like
I don't, but I assume someone who's
No,
trying
but
to
like,
rob you with a gun does.
So both y'all are in the NRA but don't own guns.
I'm not in the
That's
NRA.
crazy.
I am.
That's
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
not in the NRA, or nor do I know much about them. Like what?
I don't like guns.
I mean, I've had once before while hooping, a guy freaked out at me apparently traveling. It was just a really nice Euro step, but like he continued to like chat from like the sideline after he lost the game. It was like a big ass dude too. I just stopped going to that court and playing with like those.
I like
people.
where this is going. What's your craziest basketball experience?
Like, I did the Euro step around him and laid it in and scored. And he didn't really say much then, but once we won, like, and I was still playing on the court, they had to get off. Like, there was other people waiting. So he was just chattering and chattering and chattering. And this is like a, I don't know, older guy, but like, man, he just kept going and going and going. And I'm chirping him back from while playing mid-game, and he's like, he was ready to scrap. Like, this big-ass dude. I think I've said this before on the podcast, too, now that I think about it. I definitely have. Like last year when we were recording, I think I talked about this story. I'm not sure what episode, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. He said some wild things, and like he was freaking out. So yeah, it ended up. I don't know how it de-escalated, but I think they might have gone to the other courts because there was like 4 of them. So I think the guy just walked away, but it was pretty funny. I don't know. You got any wild basketball stories?
That's like
What you about this basketball story, Nick?
A basketball story.
Yeah, get off fucking YouTube, dickhead. You're screen sharing.
I was gonna make a joke,
Dick
but
brain.
fuck my joke. All right.
What was
Fuck
your joke?
What's your craziest basketball experience? You made a layup.
Real.
That guy's good.
Boy, that fake laugh was cringy. Whoa.
That guy's
man.
good.
You gotta work on that. That was terrible.
That was cringy, yeah. That was
Back when I was in California, there was this one dude who was really trash, but for whatever reason, he just like wanted to bully everybody. Like he was bad, like missing hella layups, and like he was like he was really fucking bad. But like, he was just bullying everybody. And there was this like chubby dude on my team, and like the chubby dude was low key getting buckets. But the other dude on the other team who was trash just like kept on like calling him fat and just like bullying him.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I felt really bad. Like the guy was
what did you do about it?
I like everyone just like kind of like just stopped listening to him and stopped laughing at him, and like everyone was just kind of siding with the chubby kid. I felt bad for the kid. Like he was getting buckets. I mean, he's like people were at the gym to better themselves. They're at the gym to get in shapes. Like just not.
That's the
I'm at
worst.
the gym to get buckets. I don't know what you go for. I'm at the gym to
Definitely
get
there
buckets.
to get
What I'm
Gosh,
talking
you're
about.
at the gym to miss fucking layups and hurt your knees. Like shut up.
Whoa.
That was rude of you.
That
Thanks
was
for being
definitely rude. So,
dickhead.
Berg, you got any other wild stories besides someone pulling out a gun, I guess, after getting upset during basketball? Any wild than that?
That's super common.
It's common? Damn. Oh, okay. I've never seen that happen.
Like,
But
depending upon the
impressed.
courts you frequent, like, it's not the correct
Yeah, I guess it, yeah, of course. It depends on where you
Like,
play, again.
sometimes it's a mean pump fake. Like,
Oh.
dudes jog off to their bag and come back with, like, nothing. Like, it's just a mean
come back
pump
with their
fake.
water?
It's like yeah, like,
That's wild.
Like, sometimes it's just a mean pump fake. And, like, sometimes you just want to let you know they got it on them. Like,
That's like that movie, again, when a dude reaches into the bag, like, at the basketball court, but he actually pulls out a gun and shoots the dude. What movie is that? I don't
Yeah.
remember. I've seen it before.
That's,
though.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a
I
common...
wanna say-
It's a,
What is that?
Oh,
I
it's a
don't even-
meme. I know what you're talking.
it's a common meme, but it was a really good movie.
No, but it's a
though.
movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie. I can't remember. It was like the 3-on-3, and
Yeah.
I can't remember the dude, but I do remember him shooting him like after the game or whatever or something.
Was that paid in full? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Anywho, craziest basketball experience. Well, this isn't even coming like.
Yeah.
Dudes like to get really aggressive with me because I'm big. I don't know if it's like they want to try out their post moves and like that never works for them. So like when I start bodying them, they usually get tight. Then like every once in a while, guys want to fight, but that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, that's not.
Never end up fighting though, because like nobody wants to fight. Get your shit clapped. Like
ain't nobody trying to fight, and then dudes calling the cops on a basketball game. Like, ain't that serious, man? Like, that's wild. Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe someone would actually call the cops though. Like, what is that? How does that 911 phone call go? Hello, I've been fouled so hard at basketball. I need your assistance.
Like, it had to be more than just that. Like,
the guy who posted it, why would he lie about that? Like, what's the point of lying about that? Like, just for the retweets?
Yes, that's exactly why you would lie about it. Like,
I mean, I get people do that, but like, honestly, it sounds like something someone would do. Like, it
was probably just like it was a very intense game of basketball. And after the game, dude's probably like, "I'm gonna beat your ass" or something, and do a scare.
I could totally see someone mid-game getting upset. Like, I've seen dudes cry. I wouldn't be surprised.
What gym do you go to?
No, I've seen dudes at like parks cry before because they got upset. Like
when you were like
I saw
adults. You've seen adults cry?
I've seen a grown-ass man cry before. Like, I don't know why, but like they got in a little shoving match. Dudes started crying. Like he wasn't like boo hoo hoo, but he was like tears were coming down his eyes. Like he was crying. Like
that New England dude's different, boy.
I've definitely seen that before. Like, it's wild. Like, I don't know why that dude was freaking out, but he was.
I ain't never seen nobody cry at the gym.
Yeah, I don't know. These were at parks, but yeah, I've seen that happen. Yeah, I don't know. Dudes be taking that shit serious. Maybe he said something about him. I don't know. Maybe he's bullying him like that other dude was bullying that chubby guy. I don't know, though. But yeah, I've seen it happen before. So I could see the cops thing. I think it was a legit post.
Moving on to another basketball topic.
Ayo.
I'm pretty sure you guys saw it on Twitter. The JBA, one of their coaches was a little bit rough with one of their players. And some of Twitter was feeling a type of way about it. So I want to ask you guys, Nick and Shake, have you ever had an experience with a coach that you thought might have been too rough? And or did you think this coach was being too rough and doing too much with the player?
I'll go first. So I think that coach was being too rough. Honestly, it was, I don't know, it looked demeaning. And like, some players, like, I could see you being a tough coach with certain players and certain people. That kid wasn't having any of it. Like, that kid looked like he was about to cry. Like, again, dead serious. Like, that kid was upset. He was hurt. He was like, damn, my bad. And the coach was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. And, like, he's still up in his grill. He was, like, pretty close. I won't say he was punching him. He was really just pushing him with closed fists. So that's not a punch. But, like, I don't know. That coach was, like, he was, if not right on the line, just over it, I think. It was sad to see, too. Like, again, this is an upcoming professional league. Like, you're supposed to be trying to act professional, and, like, that's the opposite of that, man. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, I thought it was sad, and a lot of people who replied to my tweet, I got like 400, 500 retweets and, like, a couple thousand likes for just saying it was sad. Most of the replies to me sharing that video was, like, you're soft, and, this is like normal in AAU ball and other stuff, and I don't know.
That's what my follow-up question was going to be. Have you ever played an organized sport at like a kind of high level? Like pressure on you.
I didn't do basketball at a high level like that. I never did. I just did it for fun. So I not on basketball, but I've seen
you did cross country at a high level, right?
We did.
Track,
yes,
but that's not a track thing. That can't be a track thing.
I did cross country and track, both at a high level. We had pretty much the same coaches for both. Like. One of the coaches worked on both of the teams. He was hard on us at times. Like, again, he yelled. He swore every now and then. But like
that approach can't even work with track.
Yeah,
like what are you gonna do?
Run faster?
Run faster, motherfucker! What?
It worked. It definitely worked. Trust me, it worked. But like,
but you can't,
he never got physical like that. Like, that's wild. Like, again, the big difference. Again, big difference between yelling and swearing, in my opinion, and getting it up in someone's face. Kind of giving a little headbutt, doing like the pushing thing. That I'm not cool with that. You're actually putting your hands on them at that point. Big difference. So yeah, I don't know. It's sad to see. Like, again, the kid's just trying to be better, showcase his talents, and he's getting put down for, I don't know, maybe turning the ball over. I didn't even see the play. I couldn't find it. I really looked hard too, and I couldn't see what he did wrong. But, I mean, I've seen some kids do some really dumb things on a basketball court. And at the end of the day, that's what that guy is. He's like maybe 18, if that. Because this league is for younger. It's not like a 20-plus league. I'm pretty sure it's like, isn't it below 20?
Those games aren't even, like, competitive. Like, it's not, like, real basketball being played. Like, I saw the final score. One of them games was 170. Like, what the fuck are you so angry about? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
get over
if
yourself.
You're losing, maybe
like,
you're
give
angry.
me a break, dude. Like, that coach is wild. The part that had me, like, that I thought was fucked up was just the end where he's like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, bitch? Like, it got in his face at the end. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To fight with the kid. Like, fuck out of here, dude. Like, just coach the game and leave the kid alone. Like,
yeah, I don't know.
That part
it seemed like it was over the line.
I understand you're trying to coach them, you're trying to make them better, you're trying to teach, but what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Like, that's not gonna fucking do anything. Like, what? You want him to hit you? Like, fuck out of here. Like, you're a grown ass man. You're like, be the bigger person. Like, give me a break.
I will say too, like, it was kind of funny. People were like, "Oh, this shit normal. This happens all the time." Like, coaches get fired for less than that. Like, I've seen. There was that one college coach. Yeah, he got fired for. He got fired for something similar to that. Like, a little less, honestly. Like. I saw one thing that was this also led to something crazy that I saw a couple years ago. So this is a little on the topic, a little not. So there was a football game, and a kid was running out of bounds. This was, I think, middle or high school football, and he kind of ran into a coach, which happens often. You know football, like guys run into guys on the sideline, and this coach actually got charged with like assault because it's very weird. He like kind of puts his hands out before the guy runs into him on the sideline, almost to brace himself, and apparently, like, the parents got really upset, and they thought he was, like, trying to, I guess, like, deck the kid, as the kid is running at him, though. Like, I'll have to show you the clip, but, yeah, he got charged with assault for it. Pretty crazy, and he lost his job over it. Like, so, like, the fact that could happen, and, like, that's, like, it's not even, like a clear, definite, he pushed the kid, he decked him, like, the kid ran into him on the sideline. Like, that's a football play that happens. You're gonna run into people on the sideline. Especially if you're running hard. Like, so, like, to see something like that happen and the guy got fired, lost his job, and got charged with assault, like, man, this makes me feel even worse about this situation. Like
I think it looks bad up on the JBA because, like, in other professional leagues, like college, overseas and stuff, you don't see that happen. Like, that's not a professional thing.
Yeah,
you get fired for that.
That's an amateur level thing.
When you see it, it happens.
It might go on at practice, but you don't see that on sidelines. Like, that's very unprofessional.
Yeah. Like, that shit's not going to happen at a college. Like, they just fire him. Like, that shit may happen in, like, AAU or not as...
No. College coaches will get in your ass. Like,
yeah, but if that happened live on TV, if that happened live on TV...
live on TV, you probably getting fired.
Yeah, they're out of there.
Because, I don't know if this is possible, but, like, I feel like that guy could sue. Like, hold JBA liable, like over something. Like, he could probably sue them if he wanted to.
Like, he probably could.
This is a workplace environment. Yeah. Unless he signed away all his rights as a freaking American.
I feel like
I don't know.
Sign away
I mean, the JBA knew what they were doing. You saw the guy run over with the mic when that guy started pushing him. Like, you saw him run over with the mic. Nobody tried to break that up. Like, seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, it was good content for, I guess, the reality show, but...
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's laws for workers in America. Like, he's working in America. Like, it's on camera. Like, the footage is there. Wild. Like, you can't lie about it. Like... That
happened like 4 or 5 days ago too, and we haven't heard anything about it since either.
Probably nothing will happen, to be honest. Probably get swept on the rug. If I'm being honest, that's probably what's going to happen. Probably get
another question, right? Let's say you got your kid in sports and you see something like that happen. What's your reaction if you're on the sideline? Your response if you see that happening to your kid?
That's awful. That's awful. If that's your kid, you'd be freaking out.
My kid be a part of that.
I'm surprised that.
So what you gonna do? You gonna pull him?
Bro,
you're like, get out of here, Nick Jr. We're going to play softball.
That coach died. That coach is out of there. I'm going right to the referee. I'm being like, yo, like, get this coach out of here. Eject this dude. Get this bum off the court. Like my son's just trying to play basketball, and this is how this kid's gonna treat him. Like, oh no, man, it was childish.
I'd probably try to get the coach.
I'd probably go to the refs.
If the league didn't get rid of the coach, I'd just take my kid out. Like,
he's got it. Like, it's a shame that it like has to come to that too. Like, it shouldn't. Like, you should know your boundaries, know your rights, and like. Know how far to take it. I just think he took it too far. Again, I get there's hard coaching, and I get that this probably happens in other places, but like, I don't think it should.
It definitely shouldn't. Like, if that was my kid, like, hell no. Like, My kids, I would literally come down and be like, all right, get off the court. You're not playing for this motherfucker anymore. Like,
and then some people also said,
what if he starts to yell at you? What you gonna do?
Just leave? The fuck? Like,
man. I don't know.
I'm not gonna sit there and have
adrenaline gets pumping.
This fucking coach who's clearly compensating for something if he's getting that mad in the fucking basketball game. Like, clearly there's some other problems with him.
It's fight or flight that Nick's flighting.
Like, what?
Nick is flighting big time. But, yeah. And then, some people were saying this, too. People were saying, oh, well, you don't know their relationship. Apparently he's coached them for years. And, what if they're related or, they're really close? That doesn't make it any better, in my opinion. If a father treated his son like that,
that's the thing, with sports. That's a real thing. Let's say he knows that player is a lot better than what he did and didn't do what he know he should have did. He might have felt a way about it. Come on, you better than that. And that's some people's trash.
That wasn't what he was saying, though.
To try and draw greatness out of you,
he was just saying, stop being a little bitch. And
I can be if that's his older brother, I'll be like, all right, it's fucking brothers. But if that's his dad, I don't like a dad treating his son like that.
Some of those kids, those coaches are their mentors.
I get
a lot
that,
of guys, when they get drafted, they thank their coaches a lot because
of course,
coaches play a huge part in careers, and a lot of kids look up to fucking coaches and stuff. So
they do. Yep, I agree.
I don't know what their relationship was. Still, I don't care how much you care about me. You don't gotta wild out like that. That's embarrassing.
Definitely don't. It's embarrassing.
That's also embarrassing.
That's the word I like.
All the people who know him saw he got fucking sunned.
Well, it went viral. Yeah,
clip. All of his friends, oh, that coach was all up in your face.
Instead of going viral for his talents on the basketball court, he's going viral for getting pretty much demeaned and just embarrassed by an adult. I don't know, man.
I can understand if you're trying to coach me, but don't make a fucking scene out of it that's gonna, fuck me up and have people, judge me and roast me all the time. All of his friends, all the people who know him probably giving him a ton of shit for that.
We'll have to keep everyone updated if we hear anything more on this. But I don't think we will, honestly. I really don't. It feels like this is all we're going to hear, and that's about it.
Bro, how hands-on is LeVar with the JBA? I don't watch it at all, but, is he, hands-on?
I don't really watch it either, but I've seen him at games and stuff.
Okay.
I mean, they had, Lonzo on the broadcast. They're clearly pretty involved. Do we want to talk about the JBA?
They're, the only thing carrying that league is them being them.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Gelo's performance? Gelo had a pretty crazy game. He had 53 and triple-double. Did you watch
Gelo had a crazy game, but he shot terrible. I think he pulled up the box score.
22 from 3 or 4 of 18.
Yeah, he shot
he shot 4 of 18 from 3. But he still shot 60% almost. He shot 56%.
On layups, bro. Layups and cherry picking.
He made some post. Nah, he had some post scores.
Guys in that league.
Yeah,
so he had some post moves. He had some post scores.
I think
he had some good stuff.
He might be the oldest person in that league.
He might be. I suppose. I think he's 19? I'm guessing
he's 19 or 20.
Yeah, he's either 19 or 20.
Yeah, he's 19. I say he's 19. He's 19.
I think he's 19 again because
probably
he was first year college.
20, but
yeah, close to 20, but yeah, he's 19.
But I don't know. I just his game. I watched the highlights. Some of them look good, and then again they do that the cherry picking stuff. They were doing that a little bit, and it's I don't know. He didn't have the worst game. That's not a bad debut though. Putting up 53 and a triple double. It's not like it's a bad game. Can't say too much about that.
I mean, it's all. You got to be objective about it because it's that league. The amount of shots that go up in that league, I'm sure assists and rebounds are easier to come by when you're scoring almost 200 points a game.
Bro, they scored 100. Yeah, they scored 170 points. That's equivalent to a guy scoring 30
20 almost in a regular game.
30 points in a game to 100.
20 points. All right, but 20 points is not a bad debut. That's pretty solid. You dropped 20 in your first game. That's
not a bad debut, but then in that league,
I don't know. That's not a bad debut.
I'm sure every guy in the summer league would dominate that league.
And his brother's what, 16?
Yeah, and he's also probably one of the best 16-year-olds.
Yeah, but his brother's doing shit. His brother would still get demolished in the summer league or the NBA right now. He's not ready for that.
I don't know how his brother would play in the summer league, honestly. I mean, we're only a couple years away from that.
Yeah, but the
1 year away from that, maybe?
16 and 18 is crazy.
That Melo's still super elite. I'm sure he could get summer league buckets if he was in the summer league.
Yeah, I still think he'd probably get some buckets. Like, I don't know. He's pretty good. Like, again, it was nice to see him and his brother play like at the same time, and they said they really liked that too.
Was it?
Because again, they didn't get to do that overseas much because apparently the coach just didn't play them at the same time, which is I don't know what he was doing, but so yeah, that overseas thing clearly didn't work out at all. So
I wonder if they're going back overseas. I heard that they were.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, unless they get a better situation.
No, I'm pretty sure Melo's going back overseas. Like, you got to.
I don't know. When I heard
wants to play, if Jello
Jello's not going back overseas, didn't sound
like he needs to go overseas.
It didn't sound like Jello was going to go back overseas. He sounded like he hated it. Like when he did the post game interview, they hated it. It sounded like so. I don't know. I'd be pretty surprised to see them.
What else can he do if he doesn't go overseas? Like he didn't make the summer league. He's not going to be in the G League if he didn't make the summer league. It's like just try to do the JBA league, but like there's not really any competition. Why can't he do the G League? Like.
He could do the G League just because he didn't do Summer League doesn't mean he can't do that.
What do you make it? I assume most people in the Summer League are the players who end up on the G League roster.
Again, I definitely think he could do G League. Plenty of people
you also
do Summer League and don't do G League.
Let's not talk in circles or waste too much time.
Yeah,
but
definitely could.
Time will tell. Like
exactly.
I'm pretty sure he'll probably end up back overseas. Yeah. I don't know.
It seems like that's the only option in my opinion.
Yeah, he's not gonna get drafted from balling out in the JBA.
Well, I don't think he can get drafted anymore.
Oh yeah, well he's not gonna get signed from balling out in the JBA or whatever.
Yeah, probably not. He could get signed to the only thing he gets signed to would be a 2-way deal or a G League deal. That's pretty much it. So,
but if he didn't get in Summer League, that would be rare. Like that'd be kind of nuts, honestly. That's not even me being the hater, Nick. Like that's just me being serious. Like
you're definitely the hater, Nick. Though
you're definitely the hater, Nick.
The players who ball out in the summer league are the ones fighting for those 2-way deals. Like someone
but the
didn't
player
even play in the summer league, just getting a 2-way deal, like that doesn't really happen. Like
okay, I had a little example here. So the Celtics just signed a guy to a deal who wasn't even on their summer league roster. That's just how it goes sometimes. Like it was just another guy
playing overseas.
Oh, no, different player. His name is like Lemon Jr. or some shit. Yeah, I don't even think he was in Summer League.
No, he was with a different roster.
He was with the Pelicans
D-League.
He
played for the Pelicans regular season last year.
Did he?
Yes.
I don't know. He's on a 2-way deal.
Roster last year.
He wasn't. Yeah, maybe he was. Yeah. I've never heard of Walt Lemon Jr. I'll tell you that right now. I've never heard of him. Played in the G League a little bit, but again, he wasn't playing no Summer League. I don't think it was.
But he was on the Pelicans roster last year. Like, that's not comparable.
I mean, he was a G League player, it says here, so.
Yeah. And he
played like 5 games.
Pelicans, too.
I'm just saying, like, players don't have to be in Summer League, like, to get
I'm sure he played in the Summer League before to get him to the G League.
I don't know. I just gave you an example. That's all I was giving you.
It's not a valid example.
Why not? He's a G Leaguer.
Like, because he was
on the NBA roster, babe.
Yeah, like for 5 games. He was called up for 5 games, I think. Like,
yes,
what?
And he was on an NBA roster. Like, Jello hasn't been in the Summer League. He hasn't been in the G League. He didn't even play in college. Like, it's not relatable.
Again, I was just saying that this guy's a G Leaguer, and he didn't play in Summer League and is now on a 2-way deal.
But that's because he's older. He's not a rookie.
We're still talking about guys that got drafted or guys that entered the draft and didn't make Summer League teams. That's kind of what we're talking about, not guys that just didn't play Summer League.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know the numbers for that.
Luka's not playing Summer League. Probably going to start for the Mavs next year.
But he was...
Again, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Summer League is not the end-all, be-all, though. Like, again, it's not the end-all, be-all. We've seen guys in Summer League that play really well, and then they didn't even... Like, they're not even in the NBA anymore. Like, Josh Selby, I think, is a perfect example. I don't know where he is, but I really... And where is Josh Selby now? Like, 2 years ago, that guy, I think, was the Summer League MVP.
All right, so once again, I think time will tell in terms of Jello Ball and the Ball Boys. Moving on to some other NBA news. We got some light free agency news. IT to the Nuggets, Jabari to the Bulls, Bake. Nick, how we feeling about that?
Ecstatic. Isaiah's a good pickup. Ecstatic. You're ecstatic about paying Jabari Parker
What's a good pickup? IT to the Nuggets for the vet man?
Super good pickup. That's about as good as it gets. $2 million for a guy who can get 20, whether he's starting or not. Like, crazy good deal. Crazy. They've got a lot of guards, though, so I'm a little worried about that. I don't know what talks they had, because obviously I'm a big Isaiah Thomas fan. I wish him the best. Hope he kills it and balls out. but they do. Who did they trade to the Knicks last year? I can't remember.
Moutier.
But they still have. Okay, so they traded Moutier, but they still have Jamal Murray. He could play the 2. But they do have some other guys.
Jamal Murray and Gary Harris are going to be the starters. Isaiah
Gary
Thomas
Harris
is coming
well
off the bench.
I don't know. I think Isaiah Thomas is still better than Gary Harris.
No, he's not.
So if it were up to me,
not in that system. Like they know what they're doing. Like they have their young core of Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. That's their like 1-2 combo. They played well. The only reason like Gary Harris was hurt for like the second half of last year. So was Paul Millsap. They would have been a playoff team if they didn't have so many injuries. Isaiah Thomas.
I think Isaiah's
I'd be shocked if he didn't come off the bench.
I think at some point this year
do you think he's doing a boogie and just taking a vet man to try and ball out for a bigger contract?
Yes.
I think that's what he's doing. Yeah. And I think he did it in a place where he's going to get the most minutes. I think he looked at all the situations and said, this is where I've got the best chance.
You think he'll get that opportunity to get the Brinks truck?
I don't even think that's the case.
Yes.
I don't think he's... Like, I think he could have gotten more minutes with the Magic. Like, he had discussions with the Magic, but they couldn't agree on a contract. Like, he's going to a place where he can get some playoff experience.
You telling me the Magic weren't going to offer him $2 million, though? You're telling me that?
That's what I'm saying. No, they would. Like, they definitely would have. Like...
That's the veteran minimum, obviously, but like that's why I'm saying I think he chose the best place.
Which is why I don't think just roster wise, I don't think the Nuggets have the most minutes to give. Like he's going to be a 6-man. He could have easily been the starter on the Magic.
Again,
like he's doing this because they're going to be a competitive team. He's going to be in some meaningful games, and he could make a difference in a playoff series, maybe.
And that stuff is more important, though, than just falling out on a trash team.
The Nuggets have a really good roster. Like, they have a really good roster.
Their roster's pretty good.
Like, they won 46 games last year while being extremely banged up and extremely young. Like, the Nuggets will make the playoffs next year. Like, yes.
Bro, are they really extremely young?
Yes. Their best players are Jamal Murray and Jokic, 2 young guys. Paul Millsap's a good veteran. Gary Harris is also relatively young.
But those guys been in the league for like 3 years now. Guy been in the league for 3-4 years now.
Trey Lyles, who had a really good season last year, really good guy off the bench. Like their roster's extremely young.
You're acting like they're like rookies though. They've been in the year for
Jamal
at least
Murray's
2-3
in
years.
his 3rd year, and he's their second.
Yeah, that's not really young.
And he had
I don't think I'd really call that young.
Year. Jokic is in like his 4th or 5th year. Like they're still young,
bro. I'm not calling a guy in his 4th or 5th year like I'm not calling that a young team. Like really. I'm not calling that a young team.
Like, Jaylen Brown is still young. He's, what, in his 3rd year? Like,
he will be going into his 3rd year.
Yeah, and he's still young. Like, that's a young core. You don't usually hit
going into his 3rd year,
27, 28.
I don't know. I didn't say they weren't good, but this young shit, like, I don't know. This is just but I just think it's a good situation for him. I'm excited to see him play, and I think he'll play pretty well. I really do think that's a guy that really, if he gets the opportunity, should average 20+. It's all about getting the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many minutes he'll get, but hopefully he balls out, man. It kind of sucks that the Celtics screwed him out of so much money.
Oh, my God.
They did!
You think the Celtics screwed him out of the money? No. Look at the Cavaliers. Yes. They screwed him out of money.
You can't blame the Cavaliers when y'all traded him. Like, what?
Nope. They rushed him to come back. He wasn't ready. Clearly
y'all
wasn't ready.
Traded him.
If he came back and got re-injured,
the Celtics did what
clearly
they did.
Was not ready.
They did what they did.
You did what you did.
When the Celtics traded him,
y'all your sad ass franchise from purgatory.
Played a day after his sister
when the
died.
Celtics traded
y'all lost him $100 million, Bake. How do you feel?
How many points was he averaging while on the Celtics? Can we just get a quick one? Oh, like what? 27 a game? Oh.
Yeah,
and how many points was he averaging with the other teams?
After he played the day after his sister died. Y'all lost him $100 million after he carried y'all sad asses.
Absolutely
to the
not.
Gutter.
We didn't lose him $100 million. I think that's the stupidest thing to say, honestly. I think the Cavs rushing him back.
If it was any team other than the Celtics, you'd be saying the same exact shit.
I wouldn't. Nope. I think he was rushed back from injury, clearly. He was probably playing too long with that injury, but I don't blame the Celtics, or do I blame him for that? I think that, honestly...
So you think it's a Cavs? Right, it's a Cavs fault he lost $100 million?
Yep, I think he came back too soon. I do. Yep, he came back too soon. I think he looked okay with the Cavs, but clearly he's still injured.
With the Cavs, what are you talking about?
And because of that, he got shipped off to the Lakers, and that's a nightmare situation right there. So, yep.
And then he said he didn't want to be a bench player. It's also fucked him up. Like,
he shouldn't be a bench player. I agree with that statement. He's not a bench player.
Wouldn't be if y'all didn't trade him, dickheads.
All right, enough IT talk. How do you feel about Jabari to the Bulls?
Elite signing, bro. All right, a lot of people are
I
like,
do not call that
so
elite
much.
signing.
Let me talk. A lot of people are like, oh, we're giving him so much money. It's a 1-year deal with the second-year option. The money had to be spent on somebody because we were literally under the floor, so we had to spend the money, right? And if he's good, the Bulls should be a playoff team. If he's not, we'll probably be in the lottery again, get a decent pick, and then we could just send him off. Like, it's a 1-year deal with the team option. Jabari.
So you're saying it's a low risk deal with a lot of upside,
yeah,
or
very
a lot
low
of potential.
Risk. Like we had to spend.
It's definitely low risk. That's fine. It's a 1-year deal, which again you have to get to the cap floor.
Yeah,
that's fine.
And then we still, even if we like him and he's good, he's elite, and we keep him, we'll still have $25 million in cap space next offseason.
Okay, question: would you have rather signed Jabari Parker or Julius Randle?
That's not even close.
The thing is, Julius Randle just doesn't like. We already have a
just
4
answer
and
the
a
question.
5.
Just answer
it's
the question.
simple. A simple answer.
Jabari.
Yep.
For the Bulls.
Oh, that's
Jabari.
false. Oh, come on, man.
Julius, we have Lowry Markkinen. Like, what? Julius.
They have different games. The games are different, so they complement
Julius
each other.
Randle's a monster, man. I don't know how.
Julius Randle
was a man in the paint. He was a savage last year.
He's
really
really
good.
Julius really good passer,
he got
too.
way more than he did, but, like, we don't need his position. Like, we don't need a power forward. Like,
why don't you need a power forward?
Markkinen can't play the 5 or the 4?
You can just run a bigger lineup. Like,
you can play one of them at the 4 or the 5 or even the 3 for Julius Randle.
Like don't get caught up in the logistics of positions.
Basketball is becoming a more positionless sport as it goes on.
What we were trying to do, in my opinion. So
basketball is a positionless sport. Like
it's a positionless sport, honestly.
And we have Bobby Portis too, who's also like a force. Like I
just make positions for novices to follow the game. But Julius Randle seemed like he'd be a great compliment. Him, Wendell, Lowry. Like I would have a dominant presence in the paint. Lowry can space out, do his thing. Those guys, like I don't know what you wanted. Like hopefully Jabari can get buckets and don't get cooked on D. But Julius,
I mean, again, it'll be interesting to see if he stays healthy and what he'll do with like actual good minutes and shots because he really didn't get that in.
That last season he didn't get that at all. Like they weren't using him at all.
Like, not at all. They barely used him. Like, he had a lot of injuries, I know that. So, it'll be interesting to see that part, I guess. Definitely could be a talented player. His minutes, I think his per 36 stats are pretty good. Yeah, so, it all depends on if he can stay healthy.
21 last year. He was really
It all depends if he can stay healthy.
A lot of guys look crazy per 36.
A lot of guys do look crazy.
36 guys. They can't give you 36 minutes. Like that's a cute stat to throw out.
It is.
36 average,
but like
he's never on for 36.
It just depends on if he could stay healthy or not. Like I think
it's all about health.
He's a very talented player and he can get it done.
You think he could be an all-star level player?
I don't think he'll be an all-star just because
in the East.
I mean, he could be.
He could be like a fringe. He's not. I don't think he could be a perennial all-star.
That's a good question. That's a good answer.
He could be like a fringe all-star.
I don't even think in the East he's an all-star.
I mean, maybe not next year.
I mean, potential. I think potentially. We didn't know how the East is going to shape out, so I don't know.
He could play like an all-star, but I don't think he'll make it.
Before he tore his ACL the second time, he was averaging 20 and 8, and he was on his way to being an all-star. Like he was balling. And then he tore his ACL.
Again, I think he'll probably be. If he stays healthy, probably a good signing. But I don't know. You could also, again, you could have used that money on other players. You could have used it for Marcus Smart. I think that's a better player.
Smart. That doesn't That's a guy.
That doesn't help you win games.
That's a guy who's gonna help a contender. Like Marcus Smart, you know what you're getting. Like I don't think Marcus Smart's gonna become something.
You just said y'all wanted to make the playoffs. Y'all trying to be a contender. Got to make the playoffs to be a contender.
We're a young core that's gonna be maybe like a 6th through 8th seed. We're not a contender.
But you don't think in the East, which is pretty wide open.
No,
it's anything goes for anybody who makes the playoffs, pretty much.
I mean, like maybe in like 2-3 years, but like this upcoming season,
I'd say
if we
now.
make the second round, that'd be dope. But I expect to, I guess, make the playoffs. I'd like to make the playoffs, but like anything other than like if we made the second round, I'd be surprised, honestly.
I'm gonna be honest. If you're in the East and you're not trying to win now, like you're never gonna win. Like now is the time to try and win. LeBron's gone. Like now's the time to win.
LeBron's not just gonna magically come back to the East. Like.
No, but another superstar, another juggernaut will rise. Like
something's gonna happen. Like this is the time to step up right now.
Ooh, that's how the NBA works. Like
it's gonna be the Celtics. It's gonna be someone else.
Like superstars are rising. Like
now is the time.
Jason Tatum, Giannis, and you could say Ben Simmons and Embiid. Like all 4 of those guys are on their way to stardom. If not already stars, like.
Yeah.
The East isn't as bad as people make it. Like the Celtics are going to be
one
of the
East is terrible.
The Celtics are going to be one of the top 3 teams in the league next year. Like
yeah, Celtics will.
The Celtics wouldn't be top 5 in the West.
Yes, they would.
But I still. Yes, they would.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, next year, yes. If they're healthy, yes. Like
nope.
I disagree.
That's a terrible take.
And the Celtics
top 5? Are you kidding me?
The Sixers also like they're still mad young. Like I don't know why.
That's why I'm saying now is the time. That's why I'm saying now, right now, is the time to make a push if you're a team in the East.
But
because the Sixers, they're beatable. Some other teams, the Raptors are beatable. Like the teams are beatable.
The Raptors aren't the future of the East. Like the future of the East are the Bucks, Celtics, and Sixers. Maybe the Knicks or the Bulls if their players pan out. Over this past weekend, we had the last tournament of the NBA 2K League that's going to lead into the playoffs. And honestly, I found it extremely entertaining. The Knicks ended up pulling it out, man. They were the 15th seed in the tournament. Our boy Kuda was absolutely feasting out there. What did y'all think about that tournament, man? And how you guys liking the 2K League?
Tournament was dope. It was a good watch. I actually watched a couple of the games. I still think the gameplay, gameplay-wise, like 2K League is pretty spam. Like it's just 5-0, and like from experience, that 5-0 crap is so awful. It's miserable. Like I can't imagine actually playing in the league. I would hate it. I would actually hate it. But I don't know. The 5-0 stuff's crap. But overall, like some of the games were good. Some of the games were entertaining. It was cool to see my buddy win a tournament, and they got a spot in the playoffs. So that's cool. Now we'll be able to watch the playoffs and like actually enjoy it, and we got someone to root for. But other than that, I don't know. Not too much to say about it, I guess. You probably got more to say about it than me.
They changed the whole, like, they've changed it twice, but now, like, they changed the whole build of the game, how the game plays. So now, like, the archetypes that are cheese are, there's this
It plays like a My Team mode now.
Well, there's this one cheese archetype at the 3, and then there's Kuda's archetype, which is, like, I think the sharp shot.
He's a shot-creating pure sharpshooter, whatever, yeah.
Shot-creating sharpshooter. And they adjusted like the sliders, I guess. So now a lot more 3-pointers come in. Now I feel like it's a lot more entertaining than it was, because before it was just paint mashing. Now teams are actually
the paint mashing was trash, though. Yeah.
Now teams are actually using like off-ball screens and stuff like that to get their shooters open, and it's a lot more strategic in my opinion than just the paint mashing. And you saw in this tournament, if you watched it, like that 5-out stuff wasn't really working. Like Kuda's team got through like 2 or 3 teams who were doing 5-out all game.
Now that 5-out stuff was definitely working. Like it was working for
the team who won. Like both of the teams who were in the finals didn't run 5-out. Like how was it working?
That 5-out stuff was definitely working. Like it was cooking.
Then how did they lose?
Again, I'm not here to say that. Like I don't know. I'm just saying like it was definitely working.
It didn't work.
What do you mean? Like, okay, so yes, just because the one team that won didn't run it doesn't mean it wasn't working.
The 2 teams in the finals didn't run 5-out, and they both got through multiple 5-out teams.
I mean, Kuda's team doesn't run 5-out, but they run pretty close to it. Like everyone's on the outside besides Kuda usually, and then sometimes they have the pick and roll guy cut in on the rolls, but it's usually spread out pretty far. It's not 5-out, but it's pretty close.
Like, they run screens. They they switch.
All right, but when you run a screen though,
just with the ball a lot. He was the main ball handler. He was the creator.
When you do a screen though, everyone's on the outside. Like there's no one inside. Is what I'm saying.
It might just be floor spacing big.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just floor spacing, but everyone's on the outside.
Like the 5-out, like that close. Dimes game versus Hood, like Dimes versus Hood, that was 5-out when one of them had.
That was terrible. That was miserable.
40. Like that was 5-out.
All right, but you can't say like it doesn't work if like
he was 5-out.
They're doing it the whole game.
Like those were the 3 teams.
Yeah, but those guys were eating. Those guys were feasting. Yeah, so you could say it didn't work for them to win the tournament, but it still worked to get them to the final 8. Like it still worked pretty well. Like
those were the top teams. No. Like those were the teams that should like the Celtics are like they're number 1 in like the pro rank, or not the Celtics. I'm tripping. Like the Mavs,
the Blazers. The Blazers are number 1.
The Wizards and the Cavs have all been like good teams the whole year. Yeah, and those are like 3 of the top players in the league.
Those are the guys that are running 5-out. So I clearly still think it's working for them. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're acting like they're losing all their games. Just because they lost one tournament game with 5-out doesn't mean like I don't know.
All right, on to Watcha Watchin. What y'all watch this week?
Woo! I'm trying to think. I finished The Following. That was cool. Never finished that show. It's pretty good. It's got Kevin Bacon in it. I think I mentioned it before I was watching it, but finished that. Finally saw the 3rd season. Wish that show didn't get canceled. It was pretty good. What else? Oh, there's that new movie on Netflix. I need to watch that, like, End of the World. Need to watch that. I saw The Quiet Place. Damn, I wish y'all... Have y'all seen The Quiet Place movie?
Nope.
What about you, Berg? Nope.
No.
That's a shame. Damn. Critically acclaimed movie. Was supposed to be really good. I didn't really enjoy it. Not gonna lie. But can't really talk about it because y'all haven't seen it. But, yeah, I don't know. I saw that movie, too. So, there's that. But, yeah, I guess that's what I've been watching this week. And then Summer League and some other stuff, of course. The Home Run Derby last night was good, too. Watched that. That was awesome. Bryce Harper was feasting.
Who came in second? I know Bryce Harper won.
Can't remember who he beat. I can't even remember.
For sure.
It was the dude from the Cubs. Javier Baez, I think. I think it was him.
Okay.
So, yeah. Could have been him. It could have been him, or maybe it was, I don't know, was it Schwarber? I don't know. Schwarber had a good round, too. I don't know. It was one of those guys. One of the Cubs. Sure. Alrighty. What are you watching, Cullenberger?
I haven't been watching shit.
Alrighty.
I've been watching Last Man on Earth. That show's really good. I actually finished it. Really good watch.
Did you?
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Is that the one
mad
with...
they're not doing another season? What was that?
Is that the one like where he looks pregnant on the...
Yeah. That's the Hulu
that thing on Hulu? I don't know. I've never seen it, but
it's really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I'm kind of mad it's over. Like, I really enjoyed it. Good show.
Okay.
That's all I've been watching.
Alright. Wow. Damn, you ain't been watching shit.
Yeah.
We also have, I think Orange is the New Black comes out this week. Sometime this week. It's gotta be soon. Yeah. So, that I'm looking forward to that a little bit. I'll watch it. Give it a little peep, but yeah. Haven't been watching too much stuff this week. Again, I've been watching some movies, but I'm still really disappointed about that movie. I was excited. It's got the dude from The Office in it, and, like, I thought it was going to be, like, incredible. Like, it had 10 out of 10. Like, Rotten Tomatoes gave it, like, 95, 98% or something stupid, and I was not impressed.
So you bought that movie. Did you return it afterwards because you didn't like it?
I sold that bitch on eBay. I sold that bitch on eBay for $2 less than I bought it for.
All right.
So, watched it for $2. Not a big deal.
How much did you buy it for? Like 20?
$20. Sold it for 18. Not a big deal.
You should use like Redbox or something so you don't have to buy it.
I'd rather buy it because I was expecting it to be a really good movie, and I thought I'd want to watch it again a couple times in the future. Nope. Again, it was critically acclaimed to be incredible. It was okay, maybe. That's about I'd give it a 6 out of 10 at best, and that's not usually a movie I'd like to keep on Blu-ray, so get it out of here. I think that wraps up this episode. Kind of short, kind of all over the place episode of the podcast. What was this? Episode 17, I think? Yeah. Be sure to give us 5 stars up on iTunes.